What's up guys, PPD here, and this is episode 47 of my Road to Glory. And this episode we will be playing the Community Clash Tournament and then proceeding on to Division 2. Last episode in Division 2 we actually got our first loss in the division, and then we won right after, so I think we're at like 6 points or somewhere around there. And so that's 2 wins and 1 loss in Division 2 so far. But let's get into this tournament, and this tournament requires you to have a 3.5 star team. So this meant that a lot of people were going to use some very high rated players, sneak in some silvers and bronzes into the squad, and then have a very low rated bench to bring down the rating. And that is exactly what I came across. And if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I did. I went with the Russian League hybrid squad type of thing, and I bought some of the lowest rated bronzes on the game. It was actually very difficult to find the lowest rated bronzes because they were either not on the market or they were 5,000 coins, which is their max price band. So they were going for a lot, and I did sell them as quick as possible when I did end up winning the tournament. So I don't know if that's a spoiler, but yeah, I do end up winning the tournament. I feel like you guys should already know that I've won like every tournament for a while now. And I feel like one day the streak is going to come to an end, but hopefully it doesn't in FIFA 15 because that would be devastating. Anyways, we opened up the score sheet right there. We come across this guy who has a nice little squad. It wasn't a surprise that he had attribute cards on every single player because that's what some people like to do in the final. What surprised me was that he had some silvers in there, and that was a little bit too many silvers from what I've seen in this tournament. A lot of people had the majority were gold and only a few silvers, but this guy had way more silvers than I thought somebody in the final would have. So this meant that he was probably a good player. So I was very cautious on how I played because this probably meant that this guy was good. And as you saw in the beginning, he did open up the score sheet. I tied it not too long after, but in the 58th minute, he gets a header with Doumbia, and Doumbia is so good at headers. Besides the fact that he's really fast, he's actually pretty decent in the air. And that was an absolute annoying goal to concede, but you can't let that put you down. You have to try and push for that second goal or goal that puts you level, and that's what I did over here with Emenike. Emenike, this game, he was definitely the man of the match. He's been putting in a shift recently. After I said that thing that I prefer Doumbia to him, he's been playing really good, which is kind of funny. But yeah, Emenike gets our second goal for the game right there, and this went into penalty because it was very close in extra time. Both teams played very well. This guy was definitely a good opponent, and props to him. He played very amazingly. And the fact that it had to go down to penalties is a little bit sad because penalties are a little bit of luck if you ask me. But that's what had to be done, and we went with it. I scored the first one. He scored his first one. I scored my second one with Doumbia right there. And he's going to step up with Muriel over here. Test Guilherme, but Muriel goes the right way. And Guilherme does not read that kick, and it's 2-2. Diego, who's very good at free kicks and penalties for me, goes down the middle. A bit lucky there with the glitch because he did stay in the middle, but we ended up scoring 3-2 for us. Ibarbo steps up and misses it. Somebody who you don't expect to miss a penalty, considering how good he is in this game. So good chance for us to take the win right here. But Musa is going to shoot it down the right and also get us another goal. So with a save right here, I'm pretty sure we win. But he steps up with Royce, and Royce has very good penalty stats also, and he scores. So this guy could potentially be back in the game if he saves this from Melo. Melo steps up, and he does, in fact, save it. So very nerve-wracking game at the moment. We're tied on penalties. He's back in it. He steps up with Guarin, shoots it left, and does score. And I'm starting to panic because I'm letting this tournament slip from my hands. But I step up with Witzel, bang it in the middle, and score. So it's 5-4 on penalties. And if he misses this with Han, it's over. He steps up, shoots, but an amazing free kick from Han. Not free kick, amazing penalty from Han. And it's still 5-5. Alexandro steps up, gets it in the yellow, shoots it down the middle. Glitch once again helps us to get the goal. And Durm has a big job over here because if he misses it, it's all over. Steps up, and Guilherme saves it. And we have won the Community Clash tournament. But EA has this rule where if you win in penalties, the team that lost still has a chance at the prize if they were team of the tournament. And that's what happened over here. I won in penalties, but he was the team of the tournament. Now, the way team of the tournament works is the team that had in the final, the most shots. I'm not sure if possession goes into play, but yeah, most shots on target and shots in general is what determines who was team of the tournament. So he won team of the tournament because he did have more shots. Even though I feel like I a little bit dominated a little bit more than he did. Fair enough, I guess he did have more shots. So he got team of the tournament, which means that we only got the trophy. And yeah, I do like getting the trophy, and that's the main reason I even do these tournaments. But I also like to have the prize. So he ended up getting the prize. I even sent him a message, asked him if he got the pack, which is a 50k pack, mind you. And he did, in fact, get it. So we end up with the trophy, but he ends up with the coins and the pack. So I kind of feel like he was more of the winner through that. So you know what I said? I said, that kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. So you know what? I'm going to do the tournament again. And that's what I did. Went into the final once again. Come across this guy who probably has a little weaker side than the last guy we just played. And we were running rampant. We wanted to win the trophy, the money, and the pack. And that's what I was doing over here. In the 25th minute, Diego gets our second goal for us. Rocking with the same squad, of course. And we're absolutely dominating this guy very early on in the game. And in the 53rd minute, Doumbia gives an amazing pass to Emenike and a nice little chip from Emenike, who's just been on fire recently. Gets our third goal of the game in the 54th minute, and we are pretty much looking to win the final once again. Something we don't usually do in these tournaments. We usually win it once and we're done with it, but I also do tend to get the prize, so that's the reason I did end up playing it again, like I said before. So we're winning 3-0, 75th minute. Things are looking like it's about to end. We're just pushing for that fourth goal because you just never know with FIFA what could happen. And that's what we did over here with Doumbia, who gets a shot in with his left foot just barely before his goalkeeper got it, but he ended up scoring. And we win the final 4-0. Pretty easy final. One of the easiest finals I've had to play so far. And this time we do get the trophy, the coins, and the pack. However, since this is our second time winning the tournament, we don't even get the 50k pack or the 20,000 coins. We only get half of that. So we got a 25k pack and 10,000 coins, which is a little bit annoying, but a prize is a prize, and I'll take it. So we go ahead and open the pack, get absolute nothing in the pack, and then we go ahead and open the next pack, which is a free pack that EA was giving out through the weekend, just to celebrate Ultimate Team, and we open that, and we also get nothing. So free players, they're all untradeable, can't get any coins off them. I mean, they're not good players, but it's always nice to have players in the club, because you never know if you might use them in the squad, and I just kept them and discarded the duplicates, and we go into Division 2. I think if we win this game, we're safe from relegation, or we're 3 points away from being safe from relegation. So we come across this guy who has a pretty nice squad. He had an inform Smalling, I believe, right there, and just pushing to get that win this game and secure the 3 points so we can move on to Division 1 as soon as possible, and that's why we tried to do over here. Cabela gives an amazing pass to Sturridge. Sturridge finesses it past his goalkeeper that came out way too far out, and Sturridge does a little wave celebration, and we are winning 1-0 in the 19th minute. Sturridge trying to get that second goal right there, but good defending from Koscielny, who gives it to Baines. Baines clears it out to Matic. Matic with a very poor pass, and Koscielny steals it from Sturridge again, and Cabela ends up with a rebound and bangs it in with his left foot. Pretty weird goal those when it just slides and goes in like a rocket. Very strange, and I don't know if that defies physics, but it's very strange. And we are winning 2-0 in the 27th minute, which is pretty early on. Pushing on to get that third goal. Some great passing play from the team right here. Cabela waiting for open space to open up. Cabela is such an amazing player, guys, and for what he's worth, you should definitely try him out. Vargas is a dummy, finesses it with his left, and we are up 3-0 in the 30th minute. So at this point, I feel like I've already got the game in the bag because I can already tell where this is going. And not much happened in the second half. It was the 77th minute. Took a shot with Cabela. Czech saves it. This guy pauses it. Very strange pause from him. And it's probably because he rage quit, and that's what he did. And we end up winning to 3 points, 3 goals in the game. And very strange that he didn't quit early on, but it is what it is. So we're 3 points off safeness from relegation. Anyways, guys, this has been episode 47. My name is 50, and I'm